Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Step into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Step into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Step into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength, we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit.
Still looking for your dream campus? A campus that will prepare you to face the challenges of the future.
Ubinus.
A place to grow, achieve, and shape your future. The Informatics Study Program, under the Faculty of Science and Technology, helps you become an expert in your field. The Information Systems Program focuses on digital transformation and project management. In the Faculty of Creative Economy, you will gain real industry experience through professional certification, practitioner-led classes, and internships. Explore our international programs, including the 2.5 and 1 year program, where you can graduate with or without a thesis. We even offer distance learning options for more flexibility. Visual communication design at Ubinus is your best choice to grow creatively and stay competitive. In the digital business program, you will gain hands-on entrepreneurial experience. The international trade program prepares you to become an entrepreneur and an expert in global commerce. Formerly known as Tiki Malang, we have now transformed into Universitas Bhinneka Nusantara or Ubinus, an accredited university equipped with modern academic and creative facilities. Our facilities include data science laboratory, multimedia laboratory, metaverse laboratory, post-production laboratory, gaming garage, audiovisual laboratory, all designed to provide you with space to create innovative and inspiring work. Ubinus students have achieved hundreds of national and international awards, both in academic and non-academic fields. You will learn through real industry experience, project-based classes, and entrepreneurship training, as well as earn professional certifications to enhance your skill for the industry. Our library offers comfortable co-working areas and meeting rooms with cozy atmosphere. The vibrant campus life is another thing we are proud of. From student organizations to spiritual activities, You want something beyond academics? No worries. We have football, basketball, music, and even more exciting activities to challenge yourself. And that's not all. There are still many other outstanding programs waiting for you. To gain global experience and insight, you can take part in international activities at Ubinus. From international credit transfer, internship program, team teaching program, international workshop series, international creativity and innovation exhibition, international student conference, and future leader festival. Ubinus continues to uphold and nurture the Elang values in every student: expert, loyal, active, nationalist. Through the spirit of diversity, we embrace the young generation who share the same dream for Indonesia, to grow together through the DNA of diversity. With the spirit of unity in diversity, let's soar high and make Indonesia's golden generation a reality.
Ubinus, bridging innovation for a global impact.
cowok di cap. Gue Asep suka nge-rap apa-apa selalu ASAP. Kalau urusan keuangan gue cuma mau yang lengkap. Nih, living by Mandiri Super App yang bisa penuhin segala kebutuhan lifestyle gue yang gemerlap.
Segala transaksi rasanya jadi easy peasy. Yo, living app sekedar.
Untuk segala kebutuhan finansial hingga lifestylemu, ini aplikasi yang simple dan mudah digunakan. Super App, super lengkap.
Living by Mandiri.
Let's go now, ESC, we're rising high. Step into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ESC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit.
Recording in progress.
Still looking for your dream campus? A campus that will prepare you to face the challenges of the future.
Ubinus.
A place to grow, achieve, and shape your future. The Informatics Study Program, under the Faculty of Science and Technology, helps you become an expert in your field. The Information Systems Program focuses on digital transformation and project management. In the Faculty of Creative Economy, you will gain real industry experience through professional certification, practitioner-led classes, and internships. Explore our international programs, including the 2.5 and 1 year program, where you can graduate with or without a thesis. We even offer distance learning options for more flexibility. Visual Communication Design at Ubinus is your best choice to grow creatively and stay competitive. In the Digital Business Program, you will gain hands-on entrepreneurial experience. The International Trade Program prepares you to become an entrepreneur and an expert in global commerce. Formerly known as Tiki Malang, we have now transformed into Universitas Bhinneka Nusantara or Ubinus, an accredited university equipped with modern academic, and creative facilities. Our facilities include data science laboratory, multimedia laboratory, metaverse laboratory, post-production laboratory, gaming garage, audiovisual laboratory. All designed to provide you with space to create innovative and inspiring work. Ubinu students have achieved hundreds of national and international awards, both in academic and non-academic fields. You will learn through real industry experience, project-based classes, and entrepreneurship training, as well as earn professional certifications to enhance your skill for the industry. Our library offers comfortable co-working areas and meeting rooms with cozy atmosphere. The vibrant campus life is another thing we are proud of. From student organizations to spiritual activities. You want something beyond academics? No worries. We have football, basketball, music, and even more exciting activities to challenge yourself. And that's not all. There are still many other outstanding programs waiting for you. To gain global experience and insight, you can take part in international activities at Ubinus. From international credit transfer, internship program, team teaching program, international workshop series, international creativity and innovation exhibition, international student conference, and future leader festival. Ubinus continues to uphold and nurture the along values in every student: expert, loyal, active, nationalist. Through the spirit of diversity, we embrace the young generation who share the same dream for Indonesia, to grow together through the DNA of diversity. With the spirit of unity in diversity, let's soar high and make Indonesia's golden generation a reality.
Ubinus, bridging innovation for a global impact.
everyone. Good morning. Wow, so happy to finally meet you again at this event. But of course, this is going to be something even more interesting. And please remember that this session is really important for you. So pay attention and still have fun. So, welcome to the pre-conference workshop of the 4th International Students Conference 2025. My name is Stephanie Sandra, and I'm very honored to serve you as the Master of Ceremony for today's program. First, I would like to welcome to our wonderful speakers for today's event, Mr. Eric Setiawan, Mr. David Ashari, Mr. Mahdi Basroni Rizal Eskom MBA. So, what are we going to do for today's workshop? For today's workshop, we would like to equip all participants, both presenters or even non-presenters, with essential knowledge and supporting skills that will highly beneficial during the main conference. As I said earlier, you need to really pay attention so you can do the best at the main conference. The aim of this session is to provide you with additional insights, help you understand the technical aspects that we need to be prepared, and ensure that all participants are ready to take part of this International Students Conference. All right, before we begin, we would like to extend our appreciation to the institutions supporting these events. Our international co-hosts, Yunnan University of Finance and Economics China, Colegio de San Juan de Latran, Calamba, Philippines, University Teknologi Mara, Malaysia, Tarak Agricultural University, Philippines, Johns Hopkins University, United States. Our national co-host, Institut Asia Malang, Institut Bisnis dan Keuangan Nitro Makassar, University of Tribuana Tunggadewi Malang, Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Universitas Serambi Mekah Aceh, Universitas Wijaya Kusuma Surabaya, Universitas Widyagama Malang. Our sponsorships, PT United Tractors Tbk, PT Bank Mandiri Tbk, Galaxy Solusindo. Last but not least, our media partner, Times Indonesia, and PT Indicraft Indonesia Digital Creative. Thank you very much for your continuous support and collaboration. But before we begin this international workshop, let's listen to our Indonesia national anthem.
Indonesia, tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi pandu ibuku.
Indonesia, kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku. Marilah kita bersama, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bersatu rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah mereka untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang tercinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang tercinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
All right, so we would like to see your beautiful faces turn on for the camera because we're going to take a picture first. So let's go, people, and turn on your camera. Wow, I see a lot of fresh faces, yeah. Okay. Let's start from the first slides. Okay, don't forget to smile for the camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we already took the photos, so thank you. And now, for the best part, we will now begin our first presentations. So, our first speaker is Mr. Eric Setiawan. Mr. Eric Setiawan is a founder and director of Ferdinand Corp, a holding company that oversees diverse business units across hospitality, F&B, education, media, and technology. Prior to establishing Ferdinand Corp, he began his career as a programmer and later served as Chief Technology Officer, where he successfully led the development and implementation of an integrated financial system across more than 90 company branches. Mr. Eric holds a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology from Curtin University and brings over 2 decades of experience across multiple industries. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Eric Setiawan. Sir, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the very outstanding introduction. I would like to share my screen first. Is that all right? Has the share screen successfully distributed? All right, thank you very much. Again, good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to be given the opportunity to share some of the thoughts here. At this presentation, at this opportunity, I would like to raise an issue about the economics that we are facing right now with the difference, with the transformation of everything, with the AI, capitalism, and everything, how we will see the economics in the future. So the title here that I'm raising is the Living in Harmony with the Giants, because we know that capitalism and the AI is not something to be stopped. It will grow by itself, and no one can stop it. But the only way we can actually help with the economics is how we design and how we interpret and how we implement the strategy to be living in harmony with everything. Once again, I'm Eric. I'm the founder and co-CEO of the Parent Corp. As mentioned before, we've been doing business in different industries, hospitality, F&B, and other stuff. And this is why the presentation today is from the perspective of business practitioner. So the main topic today that I will raise here is perspective from Tier 3 city, as I'm living in a Tier 3 city in Malang. How we can actually see the economic sustainability in the age of capitalism and AI. As we know, AI is growing very fast. Like 3 years ago, we didn't even know how AI will see. We were excited about the rise of ChatGPT, and now ChatGPT has become part of our life. How we search everything now in is more likely in ChatGPT rather than Google. How we learn everything now is from ChatGPT, from Gemini, from Cloud, and we will definitely see AI is taking more part in our lives in the near future. And the rise of the AI with the capitalism today has made the economic change a lot, especially if we see from the tier 3 cities. The government here in Indonesia are living in the tier 1 city. The centralized economics is also in the tier 1 city. It might not be something that they see how we face the economics in the tier 3 city. And this is why we need to raise this issue as a global challenges, as I believe, this not only happen in Indonesia. This also happens in other countries, especially countries with countries that has a lot of gap between one cities and another city. So if we see the economic of the city, the economic strength of the city, we will see this simple chart here. Like the city itself, the economic strength is based on the money inflow to the city, the money circulation in the city, and the minus the money outflow of the city. And this theme has been there as always, but now the part of this formula has changed a lot. Like we see here, like the money inflows to the city can be derived from the investment from outside the city, the government allocation, the tourism and external buyers, the remittance from migrants, workers. And the money circulation in the city is from internet transaction, where people inside the city like buys goods and services within the city. And the money outflow is the purchase from, the money outflow is the purchase from inside the city to outside the city. So the money is going out from the city, and then the profit from the company in the city is sent to the company headquarters in the bigger city, and the resident spending in other cities. So this formula is how we see the money circulation in the city and how the buying power in the city will be affected. With the rise of AI, with the rise of the capitalism, this formula will affect a lot in how we live in the city now. Let's say we add the online marketplace into the calculation. This is what we are facing right now. The money inflow from outside the city to the city might be the same, but the problem is the money outflow from the city, the bigger city, is increasing. As we know, like everyone here, maybe when we try to find stuff, or we try to buy goods, we don't go to local store anymore, except for this like grocery store, like daily needs. But if we try to find some clothes, some household, maybe like a computer, mobile phone, we go directly into online marketplace like Shopee, Tokopedia, TikTok, maybe. And this has changed a lot how the money circulation within the city. Now the money going out, the money outflow from the city to bigger city has increased a lot, and that causes a lot of local businesses suffering from this transaction. Many local stores now, like in mall or the local suffering because the number of transactions is decreasing, and then it affects the number of employment that they require. A lot of businesses are closing down in the small city. A lot of services now also affected because many people are not employed. The amount of money, the volume of money that's circulated within the city is getting smaller. And it goes on and goes on and damaging a lot of cities, especially cities that cannot create new money inflow into the city. For some cities are quite fortunate because they have different, they have other revenue stream, money inflow to the city, like Malang itself. It is a tourism city and also educational city. So there are a lot of people coming into Malang and spend the money in Malang, and that creates a lot of money inflow, and the people in Malang also get affected by the money circulation within the city. But for some other cities that doesn't have this kind of positioning, it suffers more and more. With the money outflow going into the bigger city, we can now see the gap between the smaller city, the tier 3 city, tier 2 city to tier 1 city is getting very broad. And it creates more opportunity for the company in the tier 1 city to implement more efficient business. They will also start firing people. They will start doing the layoff to compete with the others by using AI itself. And it creates a bigger gap between the small city to the big cities. And this is the chain that we need to consider. This is the issue that has not been raised in the government, has not been raised in the economics discussion, because what they see from the government is what happened in the tier 1 city, what happened in the macroeconomics. The macroeconomic grows, but the thing is the gap between the bigger city and the tier 3 city is getting is different. And this is what we facing right now. That's why the economics in the small city is getting slower. And as we see here, like in tier 3 city in Malang, more and more businesses are closing down. And with the rise of AI, this is getting out of control. We can really see how the economics will become after the AI has been implemented fully with the bigger cities. Now we see a lot of companies are even replacing the tech guy with the AI. So it's getting out of control now. And this is the issue that we need to consider, and we need a collective solution from amongst parties. As we see here, there are a lot of things that we can start to consider as the collective solution. The number one is how we create the money inflow into the small city, into the tier 3 city, tier 4 cities, to make sure that money circulation within the cities are met, at least getting the balance that everyone can live prosperously in the city, with minimum standard at least. The second things that we need to create is how to keep the money circulation within the city is still good. The third part is how we create a solution for making sure that the money outflow from the tier 3 city to tier 2 city or tier 1 city is not getting bigger, so that the money circulation within the cities can be kept as balanced. And then the fourth is how we create the money inflow and outflow within amongst the tier 3 cities and tier 4 cities and so on. And of course, this solution cannot be brought by only one parties. This solution must be brought by different parties: the government, the education, business, the business, and everything. Let's say, for example, we now see how money outflow from tier 3 city to tier 1 city is affected by the unregulated shipping costs within from tier 1 city to tier 3 city. Nowadays, like in Indonesia, if we buy goods from online marketplace, we can pay as low as 0 rupiah for the shipping cost from Jakarta to Malang, which is way cheaper than the parking fee if we go to the local store and then we buy stuff from the local store. Considering also the price from the tier 1 city is much cheaper compared to the tier 3 cities. If the government does not start regulating the shipping fee, it will damage more and more to the tier 3 city. The chain of distribution will be cut from the manufacturer or the importer directly to the end user, to the end customer, and it will stop the money circulation within the tier 3 city and tier 4 cities. And this is some of the example that we can see how the collective solution must be created, must be done to make things under control. The second part is the second example is how we create our positioning for a tier 3 city so that the tier 3 city can make more money inflow coming into the city by positioning the city itself. Like in Malang, we have the positioning as an education city, as a tourism city. But of course, this cannot be done only by the government. This must be done collectively by the government, by the education institution, like how the education institution support this growth. Like as we see in Bali itself as a tourism city, the market, the society has created an ecosystem where the tourism can grow very well. But for the other example, if we see Lombok has a very nice and a lot of attraction, a lot of a lot of nice beaches and tourism spot. But the thing is, the society is not ready to create the ecosystem for the tourism, and it makes a lot of difference between Bali and Lombok. Bali can grow very well, can grow the tourism very well, but not Lombok. And this is why the education institution must take part of this design so that the city itself can prepare where the position of the city will go. Another thing is also like for the city that has a potential for agriculture, it can also be done by the government. Like earlier I read, like in China, government does not allow people to buy land in villages, so that the villages will keep the land for the agriculture. And this is not regulated in some countries, and including Indonesia. So the property developer from the city can just buy off the land in the villages and build a property project there, and the agriculture land has getting smaller and smaller. Collective solution that can also be done by the education is reversing the image of the agriculture job. Like as we know earlier, like not many young people are interested in doing the agriculture. Young people are more interested in doing AI, in doing marketplace, social media strategies, and all of the stuff. And feeling like doing agriculture is not for them. Doing agriculture is for the people in the village, and the education institution can take part of this. The society can also take part of this. That educate the market that this is a better opportunity than doing all of the stuff in some cases. Like as we see, like we know the lowest amount of salary in Jakarta, the standard government make the standard amount of salary is 5 million rupiah per month. We have been calculating like if people are in high school, they start planting durian trees for 3 years. After that, they can make if they plant like 10 durian trees during the high school. Once they finish the high school, they can create 100 million rupiah annually, which is way bigger than the amount of money they can get from the Jakarta. And the competition is much lower. They don't even have to move to Jakarta. They can start making money from the city itself, and it will create the bigger money circulation within the city. So this is a lot of example that we can create how we can increase the money inflow into the tier 3 city, how we can keep the money circulating within the city bigger, and we can reduce the number of money outflow from tier 3 city to tier 2 or tier 1 city. But of course, those are just example. Those are not the perfect way to make the solution for this issue. This issue must be brought by the government and all of the stakeholders that included, so that they can create the new balance that can be positive for everyone. And here is what we can do now is how we can raise this issue further so that the government, the education institution, the society, and all of those stakeholders are aware of this issue and start making discussion about this. Because as we know here in Indonesia, we have a centralized government, which is in a tier 1 city, and I believe in some countries also has the same condition. And the perspective of the economics are only seen from the perspective of the tier 1 city. And us who live in the tier 3 city, tier 4 city, might not get the awareness that we deserve, so that the economic of the city can be sustainable. All right, those are some of the thoughts that I can share with everyone here. Hopefully, what I share is can raise this issue much better. Thank you very much.
Wow, the insight is really, really amazing, and it's crucial for our society. I agree. And I think I use AI a little too much. And I'm sure that the audience has a lot of questions. So if you want to ask a question to Mr. Eric, you can raise your hand, and after I let you unmute the microphone, you can ask the questions. Don't need to be shy. It's all right. If you're uncomfortable of using the voice, you can always chat in the chat box, and we can still answer your questions. I think the audience is afraid of using English, perhaps. So you can always use Indonesia or bilingual to ask the questions. This is an open space for you to ask your questions or for you to know more from Mr. Eric. Okay, I see Mr. David raise his hand, so the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Mr. Eric. What a great presentation, Mr. Eric. Just wondering, maybe you can give advice because we are, yeah, maybe in the same era. Maybe can you share 3 quick tips how to prepare the workforce in AI era? Thank you.
How to thank you for the question, Mr. David. So the question is, how do we prepare the workforce for the AI era? Well, so far I've found like different types of people. Some people are very welcome with the AI. Some people are very idealistic with the AI. Let's say we do have a company that runs the tech industry. It's quite difficult to prod our team to use the AI as the helper, as the assistant of the development, because they feel like if they, this is the earliest stage, right? So they feel like when they use AI, they are not working. Uh, it it took me like a few months to force them to use AI for the help as a helper for the development. So what I did was I forced them to I reduced the number of timeline of the project. So let's say if the project is usually takes like 3 months, I reduce the number of timeline into like 1 month. So they are in a quote unquote is forced me to use AI. That is one type of person. The other type of person is the one that use AI all of the time without combining uh, their insight, without combining the data that they see in the environment, without considering the culture that happen in the environment. What we did was uh, in our company we have the culture of kill the idea. So when someone has an idea, everyone else are welcome to kill the idea, and the person who come up with the idea is forced not to be felt offended because it's for the good. So this culture has helped us throughout fight facing the AI era, so that they can actually start rebalancing between getting the insight from the AI and combining with the culture, combining with the insight, combining with the data that happens in the business itself. And of course, we don't at this point we don't actually have the problem like teaching them how to use AI. Everyone is very smart now. Everyone is digital native, and especially in our company, like we have a lot of Gen Z. They are much smarter than me to use AI. So it's just in the matter of how we rebalancing between using AI and the insight that happens in the business. Is it answering the question?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too.
Wow, the question is really insightful, and it's very difficult for me to understand actually. But Mr. Eric, is it okay if I ask you a question?
Sure.
So can I ask you about what are your thoughts about the company that get rid of their employees and change it with AI?
Well, it depends on the POV, depends on the perspective that we see the company. If the company is getting, because nowadays everyone is fighting for the efficiencies. It's not like a choice between we want to replace AI or use the human resource for doing the stuff. The thing is, our competitors are now moving very fast in using AI. And in some cases, we don't actually have options to keep the old way of doing the business. If we keep if we use the old way of doing the business, we will definitely lose in the competition. So I cannot see is this right or wrong. Well, if we see it as an only from ethical perspective, then we can say it's wrong. But if we see from another perspective, if the company doesn't start improving the efficiency, then the company will collapse and everyone will get laid off after that. Not only part of the company, but everyone will get laid off. So it's something that again, it's something like during the presentation I said it's not something that we can actually stop. It's not something that we can actually prevent, like the rise of AI, the rise of capitalism. It's only the only way to actually make it happen is how we regulate things, how we prepare things, how we create a strategy so that we can live in harmony with all of those things. It's very difficult eventually, and unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. And everyone is suffering now. Let's say if we see the marketplace, like 5 years ago, we see a lot of online marketplaces. We have Shopee, Tokopedia, TikTok, Lazada, Blibli, Bukalapak. Nowadays, we can only have two, TikTok and Shopee. And in the second semester of this year, Shopee has increased a lot, and they are doing it with AI. They start leaving the TikTok behind. Like now, 70 to 80% of online transaction now in Shopee. So can you imagine the market share of Shopee is like almost majority, and if you don't regulate things, it will affect more and will damage more everything under control.
I see. Do you think us as Gen Z, we can still find a place to work because of the increase of AI?
Yes, I do feel so. Every problem that lies opportunities, right? It's just the matter of how we see the world after this. In current generation, we use the terms FOMO a lot, right? Fear of missing out. And when we see AI as something new and something growing, everyone see AI as the future, and everyone wants to get involved in the AI. Everyone wants to jump into the AI, and a lot of people think AI is the only thing that matters in the future. And I believe this is not 100% correct. We still have to see that other factor will affect everything. Like, let's say if everyone goes to AI, can all of us work in the AI industry after the AI is getting mature? If the AI is very mature, how many people are needed to operate the AI? How many people are needed to develop the AI? There will be less and less people needed in that industry. But now everyone is trying to fight to be there. Whereas if we see another other sector like agriculture, once everyone is going into AI, agriculture is one of the very sexy sector for me. Everyone will still need agriculture products, and we don't have to compete with everyone else. We don't have to be scared of the AI. We can use AI to increase the agricultural products. So if we say Gen Z have opportunity, I still believe they still have a lot and big opportunity, but we cannot see the world as only in one perspective as the future. The AI is the future, and that perspective only. We still need to see a lot of other things, a lot of other factors that actually has getting left out by the Gen Z, getting left out by the workforce, and they still not need a lot of people there. Like as we see, like Japan now, Japan, Australia, they are now importing workforce to work in agriculture. But now here, us in Indonesia, we are trying to live agriculture. Not many Gen Z are interested in doing agriculture as the future career.
That's
Hopefully
right.
that answers the question.
It answers my question very well. So I see after your explanations, more and more audience are very interested in your explanation. And there are a few questions. Okay, the first question is from Zeti. AI is very good for entrepreneurs because it helps them with save monies on things like illustrations and designs for products. But there are also many people easily think that products using AI designs are bad or less valuable. What is your opinion on this, sir?
If I see this question, we are looking from the perspective of entrepreneur, right? So what really matters for entrepreneur is, well, not everyone, but most of entrepreneur are focusing in the numbers. How much revenue they can create, how much money they can, how much cost they can save. Let's say if the design is created by AI and it works to create revenue, will it matter for the entrepreneurs? Will they say, okay, this is less valuable, the design is less valuable? I don't think that will be the case for the entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs will just see like how much cost they put for creating the design, how much money they will get from the design, how is the impact of the design itself. So it's more like the perspective from, let's say, from artists. Artists might say that the output of the AI is not valuable. Once we see the perspective from entrepreneur, it will be a different case. And none of them is right, none of them is wrong. So it depends on whose perspective and what's the goal of the action that they will do. Is that answering the question?
Is it clear, Ms. Depti? Or do you have any question?
Thank you.
Okay, we have two questions from Ms. Fania. Hello, sir. My name is Fania. I have two questions. One, if using AI can reducing the time of a project, but can it also reduce the cost in the project? If yes, what aspects of the projects about the cost are reduced? And the example. The second question is, when using AI for a project, does it primarily increase profitability, the money you earn, or just efficiency? And does the client pay the same price either way?
Okay. I'm assuming this is the context of software, right? Or is this like a general project, or let's say I assume this as a, well, in general project. Okay. Let's say in the project we have a different group of costs, right? One of them is human resource. Second is all of those equipment and stuff, inventory, and the other part is time, the timeline, the potential revenue we can create within the timeline, within the time frame. If we use AI, we can definitely reduce the time of project with all of this calculation. The number of people that we need to handle the project can be reduced with the AI as well. Well, depending on the project, let's say if it is a project of IT, we can reduce the number of development, reduce the number of people who's involved in the project, reduce the number of customer service, reduce the number of training part of the implementation. If we say the project in construction, let's say, I'm not really sure about construction, but I do know one of the company is doing the calculation, all of this calculation using AI. They created the software to calculate the project. And usually when there is an update of the project, usually it takes like days to update the whole calculation, the whole budgeting, and updating the progress of the project. Now they only need like minutes to update all of those things, and definitely it will increase the efficiency of the project. So the cost, it can be the cost of the labor, the human resource. It can be the cost of the, let's say, if the project requires space to rent, so it will definitely reduce the cost of the space to rent. Well, it can, well, it's very variant depending on the project, but most of the companies now, when they use AI, they will see all of the costs within the project. They will try to tone down if they can use AI for that. For the second question, when using AI for a project, does it primarily increase the profitability? Yes, it does. Not necessarily in every single project, but if the cost of AI is cheaper than, if we can compare the cost of AI and the all of the aspect of the cost is cheaper, then it definitely increase the profitability. The efficiency is not just for definitely the efficiency for the profitability also increase. The client nowadays are, well, depending on the client. If you ask this question, I might assume that you have heard what happened with the Deloitte in few weeks ago or a few days ago. They created the report for, I think, Australian government. They use AI to create the reports, and the government is not happy with that, and the government requires the refund. I'm not really sure about the report. Is it like completely made by AI without the consent of the people, or it's just like they use AI for helper, their helper to do the research. But in our cases, usually the client will pay the same amount because we don't use AI as an employee, but we use AI as a helper for us to make the project faster, for us to be the, like, we try to find stuff, we use AI, which is much faster, and it definitely increases the profitability. Is that answering the question?
I think the explanation is very, very clear.
Thank you.
And I see that the audience is very interested in your presentation, sir, because it's very important, probably not for just today, but for our future. So I think that's enough for the questions. I'm very thankful for Mr. Eric for the insightful presentations. And I would like to conclude this presentation that we've learned how capitalism, AI, and economic shifts impacts our communities and how collaboration can lead us towards shared solutions. But human roles are still very crucial for our society. AI should also be considered so it doesn't destroy our flow of money. It's such an amazing insight from Mr. Eric. So I'm very thankful once again. Please give an applause by stickers probably to Mr. Eric. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, the first speaker, Mr. Eric, is done. So now we are going to begin to our second speaker. Our second speaker is Mr. David Ashari. Mr. David is an operations manager at PT CM Labs Indonesia Digital. And I will begin reading a brief summary of his CV. He's the owner of Fasiha Store. He's the owner of Ingradia. He is also the CEO of Invest Property. He is also the owner of 27 Motors. He is also a project manager at Square Enix Smileworks. He is the owner of Gamepedia UK. He is the CEO and co-founder of Elven Tales. Wow, such an amazing person. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Ashari. David, the floor is yours.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Just to check that you are here, please give me your thumbs up or any emojis in your reaction of Zooms, please.
Let's go, thumbs up or any reactions. Let's go.
All right. Thank you again for being here, everyone. So I want to start with a true story, maybe just a little bit. So 11 years ago, I was doing my thesis to finalize my bachelor degree in State University of Surabaya. So my study at that time focused on the first language interference. And during my work, you know what, I was very struggling to get the online resources. It's very, very difficult to support my thesis. And recently, 6 months ago, my first kid was born. She's a girl. And I want her to speak bilingual. And I want to start at the earliest stage. So of course, as an academic parent, I do some research on how to train a child to speak two languages. During my research, do I find some research online? Yes, I find it, but it's very difficult, guys. So I need to surf article by article, blog by blog, web by web, to find that answers. What I can find very easily is some blogs content or vlogs contents about other parents' experience on how to do that. And of course, they are not mentioning any academic references or research that support their theory. So, because I am an Indonesia, so in Indonesia there is a proverb like untuk anak jangan coba-coba karena itu bahaya. So that's why whenever I have the resource, I need to check and recheck again to get the better understanding and the underlying theory on that. So imagine I am the person that every day I'm working on content, I'm working on search engine optimization, and I working on technical terms, having academic background, and still I feel hard to find the resource or the innovation that the researchers already done. So imagine that the people that don't have this ability, I think it's absolutely getting harder, right? So long story short, I remember when my HR in CM Labs told me that Ubinus invite us to speak at IEC, the conference that we are currently doing right now. For a while, I was thinking, oh God, what I need to speak there, because the audience currently right now, it's totally different with my current profession, right? So then I try to digest and reflect for a while what I have experienced some issues in the past or in the current right now. Then I try to align with my expertise. So here I am in front of you guys, speaking at the great conference, speaking in front of the great audiences that I want to share how to ensure your research, your innovation, your solution are easily found and not forgotten. All right. So that's short story to start our session right now. So may I have your thumbs up again before we start to the material? All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's start. Okay. This shot of me. Currently, I am the operation manager at Siam Labs. But you can see as well next ya, Kak ya. Okay. So you can see the overview. Sorry, back to my profile. Yeah. Here is my overview of my career journey. So I'm starting with the management trainee in one of the book distributor in Indonesia. And then moving to Oxford University Press as an education consultant and the representative of Oxford University in Indonesia. And then become a sales manager and right now currently in back to Siam Labs as an operation manager. Okay. So by profession, currently I am an SEO specialist and digital operation manager at Siam Labs. But more importantly, I have spent years working with educators, startups, C-levels, and business owners, and most of to solve their real problem about how their product fit to the market and how their product can be a solution for their audience. Maybe it's like we are right now. I'm pretty sure that all the audiences here, maybe mostly educators, you have research, you have innovations. So let me share a little thing to how to ensure that your innovation is easily getting found in digital. Right. Next. Okay. Before we start, so I have a questions, guys. I need help from you to chat in Zoom chat whether yes or no, just yes or no. Okay. My question is, you can see like in the screens, if a solution exists, but no one can find it, can it really change the world? So please, I need your participation to chat in the Zoom. Just yes or no. Okay. No, no, yes, okay. No, yes, I guess. All right. Okay, yes. All right. Thank you for the participations. So I think it's kind of 70% no and 30% yes. So maybe, yeah, the answer is it could be yes or it could be no. But I will highlight in the answer is no, right? Because based on my self-experience that I have already told you before about my experience 11 years ago and current experience that I face something difficult to find the research, right? So by this presentation, hopefully it can help why feasibility of your research is very, very important nowadays, because we don't want that you already spend years or months to work on research, but no one can read it and no one can implement it. So I think the impact will be not as good as if your research are easily feasible and get implemented easily for the someone's out there, right? Okay. Next, Mas Arif. Okay, so let's start with the most important reason or questions. Why should researchers or even student researchers care about being found online? So let's start with the first point. So consider this: every single day, Google, only Google, processes over 8.5 billion search. That's not just people looking for shoes or movies or someone that want to shop online. That can be real people that having issues and looking for the answers, right? That can be policy makers searching for maybe green technology solution or renewable energy solution, right? Or it can be business owners that looking for the technology solution to scale up their business. Or even it's a farmer that just looking for the answer how to have good seed for their farm, right? So if your research is not showing up in this moment of needs, so you are missing the very people you set out to help, actually. And it's not just about the volume, it's about the trust. Studies show that 89% of the people begin any information by search engine, right? It's the modern library. Maybe some years ago, if we want to have some supporting research, we need to go to library by library, bookshelf by bookshelf to find out the right things. But currently, there is a modern library that we can access online. The second point is about the reality that 90% of academic papers are read by fewer than 10 people. Some of them estimates that 70% are never cited at all. So this is not because the work is not valuable. It's not because your research is not good. Just it's because it's invisible. So visibility means access, and it's equals to direct impact, right? Okay. Next point is about demand. Thankfully, in this digital age, demand can be counted. So if we are doing research, we can assess how many people or how big is the demand that the user using your are looking for your solutions. So we can count it, right? So we can know how many people are looking for your solution. We can calculate if your research is answering this issue, how many people will be helped. So it will be an exact number, and it will be a quantifying number that we can calculate, right? So I give the examples. If we are using Google Trend, in Indonesia alone, for examples, we take a topic like ramah lingkungan or eco-friendly environment. So by the data in the Google search or in the Google Trend, since 2020, people are actively looking for sustainable solution, and the number is get double since 2020. So it's a huge number, right? The fourth point why visibility in digital ecosystem is matters is because students want impact, but some of them or most of them are not trained how to get the online visibility. A 2022 global study found that while 68% of the university students say that they want their research to create real world impact, but only 22% receive training on how to share it beyond the classroom. So means there is a huge gap here, right? So visibility isn't about self-promotion. It's about responsibility, right? If you spend months or years solving a piece of issues in the world, so the world deserve to find your research because you find the solution of it. But currently the issue is about the visibility. So that we need to tackle together actually. Okay. Next. Next, Mas. Okay. Okay, before we moving forward, I need again your participation, guys. So you can take your handphone and then scan this barcode, this Mentimeter, right? Because I have 3 questions, just quick questions that you can answer easily. So I give you 2 minutes to do that. If you cannot scan, so please go to mentimeter.com and enter the code as in your screen. Okay. I will waiting for you for 2 minutes. Thank you. While waiting for you, I will try to check my Mentimeter dashboard.
Let's go, everyone. Fill in the Mentimeter questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm filling it in right now.
Oh, okay. Some of the progress are going. Okay, let me know if you already done the questions by chat in Zoom chat.
You can type done.
Yeah. Okay, so many answers currently. Thank you, guys. Okay, Mas Arif, I need your help, ya. Wait a moment. I'll chat you on Zoom. Okay. Okay. Later on, I need help from you, Mas Arif, to share screen on the Google search and copy paste what I already sent to you, but not now. All right. Okay. I think it's already 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Let me back to my dashboard, and then so there are 3 questions actually. First question is, do you own any research paper? And 90% say yes, they own. And then how do you publish your research? And 95% publish to online website, which is good. Okay, and then the third questions, what's the title of your research? What's the title of your research? Okay, so 90% the people here, the audiences here, already have the research paper, and most of them already published in online website, right? Whether it is in campus or university website or whatever, it's actually online. And I want to I want to show some try to search your research online. Okay, so Mas Arif, can you share the browser and going to Google and type, sorry, and copy paste the chat that I sent to you. So I will pick one of the title of your research to find out online whether your research is feasible or not. All right, great. Okay, can you go down, scroll down? Yes, go down. Okay, go down. Go down. Till the end. Till the bottom. All right. Yes. Okay, you can see, guys. I picked one of the research that I cannot see whether is it your title or not. Mas Arif, I type you the second title. Try to scroll down, Mas Arif. Okay. All right. Upper. After the AI overview. Okay, development of augmented reality. Okay, I think it's coming from Universitas Negeri Malang, isn't it? Sorry, I don't. Yes, interactive augmented. Oh no. Right? No, right. So you can see, guys, even we type the same title of your research, it's still we cannot find your answers in the Google search. So it's the gap for the non-academic people who try to find out. It's still exact match. I mean, in the keyword of the search engine, there is exact match keyword that I already show you. It's not appear your research there. Okay, so back to my slides presentation, Mas Arif. Okay, and then share my slide presentation, please. All right, move to next slide. All right, so actually, why does this happen? Why do brilliant, good research or life-changing ideas just vanish into the digital void? So let me walk you through 4 very real and very common barriers. Okay, the first is the silo trap. Your research, most of your research, lives in a beautifully formatted PDF, right? Then stored in a university server. You need to log in to access with the file name, maybe like final thesis, V7 revised final, or maybe Bismillah fix approve, or maybe fix, paling fix, and paling fix, or maybe thesis wisuda tahun ini. So it's a common problem that we face currently. So if such engine, so if you do like that, so such engine will be difficult to read your thesis, right? Even they can read your file, right? No one will searching with that kind of cues. Okay, so because there is a language gap, which is the second reason why research is stay invisible, right? For example, if we write our study like, for example, biodegradable packaging study to help environment, blah, 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 right? But we need to think what people actually type into Google is maybe just eco-friendly food packaging, the simple keyword that match or that they want to solve their problem, right? So your language is precise, but your audience in digital is practical. So if you don't speak their language, you are invisible, right? The third is the lack of knowledge or the blind spot on how to have search engine optimizations. So most the student project pages, or maybe even your university websites, have no page title, no meta description, no clear headings, just because they are built for the internal use, not the public discovery. And yet, 93% of all online experiences begin with a search engine. So if our page is not optimized, even slightly, we are not in the game, right? And then the fourth reason why our research still invisible is the assumption. The assumption if I build, they will come. So it's a myth. So publishing, it doesn't mean discovering. It's 2 different things. You must optimize for the attention, not just the approval. So the issue is not about the solution that don't exist, but the solution is actually exists, but in the parallel universe. So our job is to build the bridge. So how your research, how your innovations can be found easily, even for the people that don't have the academic background. Because again, you do the research, it's not only for the academic people, but to have the big impact to any profile of the people in the world. Okay. Next, Mas Arif. Okay, so the good news for us today is you don't need to be a coder, a marketer, or a tech genius or tech savvy. You just need to be intentional. So here are I share 4 practical and beginner friendly about how to or steps for the any students or lecturer that can start the day by implemented, and then hopefully it can help your research to be visible and get found online easily. Next, Mas Arif. Okay, so first, if we want solutions are found, first thing like searcher, not a researcher. Okay, so when it is coming to how to make it visible, so we need to think like the searcher, not the researcher. We should understand the user's intent behind the phrase they are typing. So you need to do localization content. For example, I insert one of the content from the Google Scholar. Okay, so search what AI machine. You can see how the data appear. Okay, then I try to understand what about that I highlighted, right? So the thing is about how the AI and human in the workforce. Then I another screenshots next to the screenshots on how people on screen type a queue for a problem that the answer, right? You can see the answer there and there as well. So that's what I mean. The solution exists, but it different. All right. So we think like how to get ourselves online and visible. Okay. Next, Sarif. Mas Arif bisa di next. Okay. Step 2. Repackage one key insight, but you don't need to rewrite your whole thesis. Okay? Just take some findings, some that matters, and turn them into series blog posts, infographic, or 90-second videos or whatever. Give it clear and benefit-driven title. Not like analysis of solar microgrids, but maybe how we brought solar power to 3 remote villages, right? So remember, thing like searcher, think what the searcher use the phrase to find the some informations. Use simple headings, problem, what we did, what we learned, and what's next. Just simple as that, right? So we need to turn our research into every format like blog and videos, because from there, currently the people are looking for, right? People currently not only looking for the paper, they are looking for the videos, they are looking for infographics and whatever. So turn your paper into some of the formats to get easily accessible by the other people. Next, Mas Arif. Okay, it's still related to the previous steps, right? So here I give you the screenshot as well. So after you break down your content into some formats, so make sure you publish in a platform that can be indexed. Can be indexed means it can be shown in the search engine. Like publish your research to everywhere that can be indexed. Here the examples. Google results not only showing the website result, they now is showing YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Quora, Reddit, you name it. So the question is, why they are showing those results? Aren't they competitors, right? Why Google showing their competitors in their environment? It's like Google endorse their competitors, right? Isn't it enlarging possibility for the Google users to move from Google to others platform, right? The answer is yes, it does. There is possibility. But Google is thinking how to show the best relevant and reliable result. So if people think that Google is the most accurate search engine, the most accurate answers of their issues, to the people will continuously use Google, right? Because it's part of branding. The same with us actually. If we think that we expert in certain topic, make sure you are invisible. Make sure your paper, your innovation visible, right? Remember, if you want impact, you must be visible. Okay, if your paper answers someone issues, so of course they will back to you. So that's the nature. It's natural, right? Okay, so you can see in the screenshots there is a YouTube website and Quora there, right? So publish everywhere that can be indexed. If you have your own website, that will be very, very much better. Okay. Next is okay. The final steps, of course, we already think like searcher. We already remap our content to another platform, another format, and then we already publish in everywhere that can be indexed. So the final step is monitoring and evaluating, right? Use Google Analytics 4 to understand users that coming to your channel, right? If you own website, you can use GA4. If you have social media, you have the social media analytics and everything. If you own a website, use Google Search Console to understand the users, to understand what keyword that the user use to find your content, right? So monitor, evaluate, optimize, and repeat the 4 final steps or practical steps, right? Next, Mas. Okay. So the question right now is, does it stop on visibility? I don't think so. We need to keep up with the development of the age. Currently, next Mas, we have AI that tap into the Google search results. Next Mas. Right? So next challenge will be how our research and solution can be visible in large language model or AI, standalone AI mode, right? And can be cited by AI. So that's the current challenge and the next challenge. Unfortunately, we have a very limited time. So hopefully we can meet in the next occasion to talk about this. So thank you so much for everyone to attend this conference. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful insight. So before we continue to the Q&A sessions, I would like to sincerely apologize to Mr. David and Mr. Mahdi because of my mixed CV. Is it okay if I read Mr. David's CV once again? Because I got it wrong at the first time. So Mr. David is the operation manager of CM Labs, head of digital and sales of Chibromo, SEO team lead CM Labs, SEO specialist CM Labs, SEO coordinator Impulse Digital, SEO specialist Impulse Digital, growth manager of SparkGen, web developer and social media marketing freelance, sales manager at Nuadu, education consultant at Oxford University Press, and last but not least, education consultant at Mentari Books. I apologize once again. So now we'll begin to the Q&A sessions. If you have any question, you can raise your hand, use the raise hand features, and you can turn on your mic after we pick you. Anyone can ask the questions. I think the information is very, very interesting because as as a college student, we're trying to find a relatable source for our research, but maybe not everyone can find others' research that similar to our research. So I think it's important for you to ask the questions if you're interested in these sections. Or if Mr. David, do you have any tips and tricks for us how we can find easily other research that we need for our research base? I think there's a connection issues from Mr. David. Maybe we can wait for a moment.
Hello, hello. Okay. You already hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we answer the questions first from the chat, yeah. So it's getting cited by, so next frontier is getting cited by AI, but current LM often function as plug-in engines. They learn from our work, but deliver the answer without the source link. Yeah. If we optimize our research to be easily read by AI, are we actually increasing our impact, or are we just training the model for free while rendering our own institution invisible? Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Panji. What a great questions, actually. But yes, some agree with you that it's the current or common problem that we face currently in LLM, because in the Western right now they are currently making some rules. If the AI cited from somewhere, they need to give the resource, because as you asking, it's about plagiarism and everything, right? But for now, actually, we cannot do anything in AI. So just maybe it's true that if AI can read all our paper, read all everything, indirectly we help them to train about how they're thinking, right? But if your concern is AI should be cited your research whenever they are cited, so I think it should be the policymaker that should answer this, because honestly, I have no idea as well how to answer that, because it's about the policy and ethics, right? But if we use AI, it's just to help us to find the right or to make our job easy. For example, if we are doing research and ask AI to find the some other research, of course, we need to give prompt to them that they need to give the resource as well. So we as a users, so we can know which from where the AI is answering our question from. Hope it answer your questions, Mr. Panji. Thank you.
I think the question is very important for us to understand because
Yeah.
plagiarism is very dangerous for us. Okay, maybe any last questions? You can always type in the chat box if you're afraid to speak. Okay, there's a question from Miss Fania. It's maybe kind of personal question, sir, but I'm really curious about the methods of raising a bilingual child. What techniques and strategies do parents use, and at what age is a child most crucial or absorbent for learning many things, especially language? Also, what AI parents can use to teach their child?
Okay, so I think
there's a connection difficulties from Mr. David. Maybe we can wait for a second for him to rejoin.
okay. You hear?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So sorry, I have a problem with the connection. Currently, I am in business trip, so the place is yeah, you know. Okay. So the question is about how to teach children to speak bilingual, right? Okay, so actually, as I mentioned, my kid is still 6 months old. Okay, she hasn't speak yet. All right, so I just do the research. All right, okay, but to answer the questions, so maybe I just want to share what I read in the research. Okay, so there are some theory like OPOL, OPOL, one parent, one language. Okay, but I have cross-checked that it will be works if
I think the connection is still an issue for Mr. David.
hello, hello. All right. Hello. Yeah. Can you hear my voice? All right. Okay. Sorry. Bad connection again. So I will repeat the answer. Maybe last time I talked about the one parent, one language, right? So it will based on the research that I already read. So one parent, one language, it will be works when you married with the expert, right? But if you married with some Indonesian, it will need extra miles. Why? Because yeah, our first language is not English, so that's why need to consistency and persistency from one of the parent that speak English all the time, right? That's one of the theory. And theory is starting with the little aspect like you do some or you explain or you express some English expression in a simple way like good morning, how are you, just for that. And so far, as I mentioned, I'm still hard to find the research. I just found that two theory, and I think I will follow the second theory that I will introduce just the simple thing first, right? But the thing that the most importantly is if you want to speak your child two languages, so of course you need to set up the supportive environment around your child. Okay, either you or your partner or your grandma or grandpa, they need to speak English. And if you set up like, okay, Monday is English, so everyone that meet your child is need to be follow the rules. So that's what I mean as we need to create a supportive environment. Yeah, hopefully it answers, but
I think it's
for the more expert answers, maybe you can find in the psychology expert or everything. So me as like you, I just an academic person just trying how to give something good to our kids. Thank you.
I think it's very interesting how Mr. David is trying to teach his daughter to study English in a very, very young age, 6 months. Okay, I think the presentation is very interesting, and I would like to thank Mr. David for the presentation. For now, I would like to conclude his presentation that we learned that innovation is not about creating solutions. It is also about making sure that those solutions can be found. Without strong digital visibility, even the most brilliant ideas cannot create real impact. We've seen how research often stays hidden in academic silos, how lack of optimization makes valuable work invisible, and how simple strategies, understanding how people search, repacking findings, and publishing on the right platforms, we can open the door to wider reach and meaningful change. I hope today's insight inspire all of us to ensure that research and innovation don't stop on publication, but truly reach the people who need them. Thank you for your attention. Let's give a sticker applause to Mr. David.
Thank you.
And thank you once again, Mr. David. All right, now we will continue to our third speaker, Mr. Mahdi Basroni Rizal, ESCOM MBA, and an entrepreneur. I will read a brief introduction to his background. So, he is the owner of Fashiha Store, the owner of Engrandia, COO of Invest Property, the owners of 27 Motors, project manager of Square Enix Smileworks, owner of Gamepedia UK, CEO and co-founder Elven Tales. All right, Mr. Mahdi, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, isn't my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, then great. Wait a minute. Okay, let's start then. Thank you for the time. So in this my session, I will sharing a topic about from idea to launch, design thinking, and AI. So this is topic about how founders or maybe the first time entrepreneurs can reduce risk and accelerate the success rate. Okay, next, this is my profile that's already mentioned. At the moment, I have some experience working in several company, and at the moment, I running my own humble small business, selling stuff in Amazon Marketplace. So next, okay. So if we look at the data, we see that more than 90% of startup fail. So can you imagine that when 10 people start business, only one survive? The real issue is it's many times that founder fall in love with their idea too fast and they skip understand their idea and they skip understanding the problem. They don't understand the customer and they jump straight to the building to the solution. If we look at the data from CB Insight, the number one why startup fails because no market needs. This means customers do not want the product. Well, there are other problems, of course, like running out of money, poor product, low tractions, but we can see that the number one is because the customer do not want the product. And why this matter? This is important because building product is expensive, but learning is cheap. If we choose the wrong problem, we will create the wrong products. This is very important. That means we wasted time, money, and effort. And so how we avoid building the wrong product? The answer is simple. We must understand people first so we can define the problem clearly and we validate the hypothesis, to validate the product, validate the problem. This is actually the discipline or theory of design thinking. So let's talk about the design thinking. So design thinking is an approach to validate business idea fast before we waste time and money building something nobody needs. And so we avoid big mistake before we spend a lot of time and money. This is very important, especially for us or first-time entrepreneur that we have limited resources. Maybe we don't have a lot of money to spare. We don't have a lot of time. That's why it's very important to make sure that our first business can be successful. So there are 5 stages of design thinking process. The first one is empathize. So this step is about understanding people. So we interview our potential customer, listen their problem. So we try to see what they feel, what they need, and see what's the real issue there. And after we understand the user, we move to define. Here, we take everything we learn and make clear problem statements so we can focus to solve the issue. And the next idea is creating a lot of possible solutions. And we do not judge ideas too early. We want a lot of options, not just one answer. And later, we can choose which idea looks strong and worth testing. And the next step is prototype. So prototype means we create simple version of the idea. It doesn't need to be a perfect. It can be just a mock-up, just a MVP or minimum viable product or simple demo. And then the last step is we show the prototype to real user and ask for the feedback. So we look at what they like, what confused them, and what needs to be improved. So then we can continue to the real product or maybe change our prototype. So the design thinking is actually a well-known theory that used by many companies, startup to the big company like Google. Google have their own design thinking theory. It is a similar concept, but just little adjustment. So the principle is still same, but the Google made the process shorter. So if you maybe have experience join Google Workshop, the design sprint, the Google changed the name to become Google Design Sprints, usually takes 5 days. And in sprints, we don't always do, so there are only several differences. The first day, in the empathize stage, when in the design thinking theory, we need to learn to real user. In the Google Sprint, it's not mandatory to interview real user. Google Teams often use existing data or customer feedback or maybe research document, or maybe they have access to expert in the industry, so they can learn from the second resources. This is faster and still give enough knowledge to start exploring the solution. And the second day, the team start to sketch competing solution. So everyone creates their own ideas on paper. No discussion yet. So each person makes one or more idea. And this is important because the best ideas sometimes appear when the team explore different direction without intervention from their teammates. And then the third day, they decided what's the best solution for the problem. And the next is same, building prototype and test with the target consumer. So the idea is the goal of design sprint is to reduce risk by validating our idea fast before investing months of time and development costs. So if the idea is valid, so we go and continue building the perfect product. But sometimes if idea show potential but needs some changes, we grow it and make some improvement. But if the idea is not viable, we can stop before wasting money. So just kill the idea and start again the design thinking process. So we can look from the case study. Okay, I will choose Gojek as the case study because it's well known in Indonesia, and maybe in international perspective, it is well known. Gojek is the biggest ride-hailing companies in Indonesia. So it is the number one, I think, in terms of ride-hailing companies. And Gojek did not start with big mobile apps. It started with understanding the people, both ojek drivers and passengers. So if we look from the history, Gojek is built in 2010, so it's already 15 years ago. So Jakarta has extremely heavy traffic, and motorcycle taxis or ojek is the fastest alternative. But there are a lot of problems. The founder of Gojek spent time with the ojek, listening their struggle, like it's difficult to get the customer. There is long waiting time, and meanwhile, people need alternative mode of transportation to avoid Jakarta traffic and get transparent pricing. So there is a big problem there. And Nadiem Makarim and with the other founder, they explore several possible solutions. One of the strongest idea was to create a system that connect passenger and driver. But Gojek did not start by building an expensive mobile apps. In 2010, they test the idea using simple call center with only 20 drivers. So it's very manual, using telephone. So passenger called the number and the team matched them with available driver. So it's very manual process. They didn't build mobile apps in the first iteration, in the first try. So then after it's successful, after they see the idea is valid, there are some many orders. In 2015, Gojek finally launched the mobile apps. The response was huge. Thousands of people signed up as a driver, join the platform, and over time, Gojek keep improving the feature, service, and user experience. And now they have 3 million drivers and many of users. And today, Gojek has become a super app. This is not longer about ride hailing. People use it for food delivery, payment system, logistics, and many more. So it starts small, but it grew step by step through constant iteration. So the conclusion is, many founders or many first-time entrepreneur make the mistake of building fully business too early. So they start big. But the truth is, we do not need to perfect product in the beginning. We only need MVP or minimum viable product that solve the real issue, then grow the MVP to become real product and business. And it's not necessary for the tech company. You can use this concept for many industry. For instance, when you want to if you want to build resto or cafe, don't open restaurant, test the menu and the concept with real customer first. When they are like your menu, your food, like the concept, you can build your restaurant. If you want to start a clothing brand, do not produce a full collection, just create 3 to 5 design and see what people actually buy. So this small step help you learn fast and reduce risk before you invest more money. And you can use like pre-order method, so it's very cheap to start. So now we have AI, so we have a lot more opportunity and we can start business more easily than before. AI can make design thinking process much faster. So instead of doing everything manually, we can use AI to explore ideas, test the concept in cheaper and quicker way. So if we look the concept of design thinking in empathize states, we can ask AI to act like user persona. So we can ask them to become buyer or customer with specific persona or characteristic, and we can discuss with AI about what they're like. We can also use it to brainstorm possible pains, goal, and motivation. So we can generate structured interview question. So this method give us fast idea to start before we talk to a real user. This is the prompt example. You can use it at Gemini or maybe ChatGPT or DeepSeek and other LLM. So instead, we can just ask AI to list top 15 frustration of changed customer when using specific product. Or maybe we can analyze our competitor, like we can open Google Map and see one of the business there, copy paste all of the review, put the AI to analyze and make AI to summarize 5 customer pain and 5 opportunity. So that's the way to use AI. It's very fast. Instead, you manually analyzing, read hundreds of reviews in Google Map. You can just copy paste to ChatGPT and make AI to analyze the reviews. And then AI also very helpful to define clear problem statement, like maybe from the feedback, like after we doing the interview, we have 50 different complaints. Then AI can reveal maybe from the 50 comment, AI can show the real problem only two, like slow performance or poor service. So this is make the analyzing much easier. And AI can also help us understand the root cause behind a complaint. A user may say the application is slow, but the real reason could be bad network, confusing UI, or too many steps. So AI can help us break down the problem so we can define it clearly and avoid solving the wrong things. And AI also can help to make a solution. So instead of thinking alone, we can ask AI to brainstorm future idea for our product. Like we can see AI to explore business model option like maybe subscription or pay per use or freemium. Or maybe if we are in the food business, AI can generate menu ideas, pricing suggestion, promotion concept, or even packaging ideas. And if we need a marketing strategy, AI can produce campaign ideas, slogan, or value proposition. This is a prompt example, like we can ask AI to generate 10 idea of marketing for affordable barbershop for student. And prototype stage much faster and much cheaper. We no longer to need a big budget to test an idea. Like if we I can help us create a branding or mock up it just minutes. Or maybe if we need a concept or visual for physical space, AI can generate 3D interior mock-up, which is very useful for if we want to create a cafe, studio, or store. And AI can create poster, simple copywriting, so we can test our concepts much easier. Even if we want to make an application, AI can generating UI or UX mockup using Figma, for instance. If we want to create design, we can use Canva. Canva at the moment have AI feature also. And even Canva, I look the Canva update, now they can create 3D interior design using prompt. And in the test stage, we can use AI to check our ideas before we test them with the real user. One useful method is AI personal testing. So we ask AI to act like our target customer and react to our concept. So this is like the prompt. So we give our idea to AI, like we give them our business proposal or we give them our poster and AI can give a feedback. Okay, the last is the AI prompt pyramid. There are 4 stages to use LLM or ChatGPT. Most users stay at the basic level and get weak result. And as we move up the pyramid, our prompt become more clear and structured, and AI give much better answer. So the level 1 is the asker, 95%, and the level 2 is 4%, the level 3 architect, and level 4 is orchestrator. I will explain later. This is the level 1, the basic prompt. Like this is, I think most of the people use AI, like give me business idea for university student or give me idea to make marketing campaign. So the problem is the AI does not have enough information. So sometimes the answer is too general and not very useful. And the second is the level 2 is director. So we give more context. So AI can give better ideas. Like we give extra detail. Like when we want AI to generate ideas, we give the budget, we give the market that we want to enter. And the architect level is role-playing strategy. So this one is we want AI to become an expert in business strategy and make analyzing based on our data. And the level 4 is more complex than that. In this, we upload the data more detail, like we upload our competitor review or maybe upload our business profile or proposal. So the AI will give us more detailed analysis, and so the suggestion will be very relevant. This is another example of level 4. So if we are not sure what data that we give to AI, we can ask AI to give clarifying question. So we can give the data that can help AI to provide the idea very accurate. For example, when I put this prompt in the ChatGPT, the AI will give me answer like this. So the ChatGPT asks clarifying question like, who is my target consumer, what resources or constraint that I have, and what type of business that I want to open. So the answer of the ChatGPT will be very valid and relevant. So in conclusion, AI amplifies human creativity and the future belong to those who know how to combine human intuition with AI speed. Okay, that's my presentation. Thank you. It's okay. I give the time to moderator.
All right, thank you for Mr. Mahdi. I would like to apologize my camera is error. So we'll continue to the Q&A sessions. If you like to give a questions, any questions, you can raise your hand or enter your questions in the chat box. I think it's very interesting that how AI work, because we need to give certain details to AI so they can understand us better. But I don't. Do you, Mr. Mahdi? Do you think AI gives valid answers to us, or is it just giving us answer based on what AI knows?
Okay, so in my opinion, most of the time, like 70% AI give a valid answer, but we know that sometimes AI give a wrong answer. For instance, when we try, that's why we need to debate with AI. Like when they give us an answer, we criticize the answer and give feedback to AI, so the GPT or other tools they will revise the answer more clearly. That will make our knowledge become sharp. And but I think AI is very effective tools to get the answer quickly and to learn the process. And even human like us can give wrong answer, right? So that's also I believe it's not really the problem. Of course, AI is not perfect. Sometimes give us the wrong answer, but if we use it carefully, like we give a lot of good data, the answer will become more accurate.
Wow. Okay, so I see that there's a question from the chat box from Ms. Zetty. Since AI relies on data to functions, what specific type of customer data is more critical for a founder to collect very early in the design thinking process to help the AI effectively reduce risk?
Okay, so for me, it depends of in what your industry you will enter. But the typical customer data that we need to enter to AI is about the demographic, like the habit of the customer. Demographics means like the age, like is that the age like 20 to 30 years old, for example, the behavior of the customer we can enter to AI. And to make it's more accurate, we need to also enter our data. For instance, what's our resources, what is our skills, because different people have different set of skills, so the suggestion will be different if you have different skill. So we need to put the customer data, like I mentioned, and we need to put our profile, like skills, our budgets, our limitation, that we can enter. And sometimes AI also have like hypothesis of the customer's data. Like if we just put for instance, we have only few customer data, we can prompt AI to give more detail, and then AI sometimes give like 5 or 10 more detail, and we can select which one is not accurate, and we ask AI to revise the suggestion based on our revision. That's what I did. Is that answer the question? Okay, thank you. Any other question? Or is it enough?
All right, I think if there's no other questions, we would like to continue to our next sessions. I would like to thank Mr. Mahdi for the very insightful explanation. And so I would like to give a conclusions. So the future of business belongs to those who can merge human insight with the speed and precision of AI. By beginning the 5 essential questions, identifying the target customers, understanding your resources, defining your environment, exploring business options, and clarifying your goals, you build the foundation for meaningful strategic actions. These structures, clarity allows AI to work at its full potentials, turning vague ideas into concrete opportunities and transforming uncertainty into directions. When you combine your intuition, experience, and creativity with AI-driven analysis, you accelerate every stage of the journey, from brainstorming to validation, from building to scaling. So, thanks once again to Mr. Mahdi. We can give a round of applause to Mr. Mahdi by stickers. It's such an honor to have you for our sessions. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mahdi. Now we will continue to the next sessions. All right. Before we move to the next segment, I would like to announce the parallel sessions. So, we'll have the grouping for all presenters. So note that the room assigned will be also used for the parallel sessions during the main conference. right, for the parallel sessions will be sent through your email, so make sure to open the email and make sure to remember your parallel sessions because it will use for the main conference. Okay, before we end this sessions, we kindly request all participants to complete the exit tickets. You can scan the barcode on the screens, or you can type in the link at the chat box. This exit ticket is required for you to receive your certificate, so please make sure to fill it correctly and based on the reality. Okay. Okay, thank you for your cooperations. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to all speakers and participants for your active engagement, attention, and enthusiasm about today's workshop. Okay. Thank you very much for contributing in this pre-conference workshops. I would like to give a reminder that the 4th International Students Conference will be held on December 4, 2025 on 9 to 2 p.m. via Zoom meeting. Attendance is mandatory for all ISC 2025 participants. The event will feature a special keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Sugiono, along with keynote experts from various other countries. And I would like to give a final reminder for the presenters that haven't submitted your paper yet. Please submit it immediately before the conference. And also, please note the reminder of the time for the student conference for December 4, 2025. It's such a pleasure to be your master of ceremony for today's conference. I would give you a very big thank you for your participations and for your interest on these sessions. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.
Step into the light, a brand new day is calling. Dreams ignite and every heartbeat's racing. Together we run, nothing can hold us back. Energy up, we're ready to attack. Shine, we're breaking through the limit. ISC, feel the fire in your spirit. Jump, we're aiming for the sky. With all our strength we rise, we fly. Shine, we're breaking through the limit.
Still looking for your dream campus? A campus that will prepare you to face the challenges of the future.
Ubinus.
A place to grow, achieve, and shape your future. The Informatics Study Program, under the Faculty of Science and Technology, helps you become an expert in your field. The Information Systems Program focuses on digital transformation and project management. In the Faculty of Creative Economy, you will gain real industry experience through professional certification, practitioner-led classes, and internships. Explore our international programs, including the 2.5 and 1 year program, where you can graduate with or without a thesis. We even offer distance learning options for more flexibility. Visual communication design at Ubinus is your best choice to grow creatively and stay competitive. In the digital business program, you will gain hands-on entrepreneurial experience. The international trade program prepares you to become an entrepreneur and an expert in global commerce. Formerly known as Tiki Malang, we have now transformed into Universitas Bhinneka Nusantara or Ubinus, an accredited university equipped with modern academic and creative facilities. Our facilities include data science laboratory, multimedia laboratory, metaverse laboratory, post-production laboratory, gaming garage, audiovisual laboratory, all designed to provide you with space to create innovative and inspiring work. Ubinus students have achieved hundreds of national and international awards, both in academic and non-academic fields. You will learn through real industry experience, project-based classes, and entrepreneurship training, as well as earn professional certifications to enhance your skill for the industry. Our library offers comfortable co-working areas and meeting rooms with cozy atmosphere. The vibrant campus life is another thing we are proud of. From student organizations to spiritual activities. You want something beyond academics? No worries. We have football, basketball, music, and even more exciting activities to challenge yourself. And that's not all. There are still many other outstanding programs waiting for you. To gain global experience and insight, you can take part in international activities at Ubinus. From international credit transfer, internship program, team teaching program, international workshop series, international creativity and innovation exhibition, international student conference, and future leader festival. Ubinus continues to uphold and nurture the Elang values in every student: expert, loyal, active, nationalist. Through the spirit of diversity, we embrace the young generation who share the same dream for Indonesia, to grow together through the DNA of diversity. With the spirit of unity in diversity, let's soar high and make Indonesia's golden generation a reality.
Ubinus, bridging innovation for a global impact.
Sorry Cap, gue Asep suka nge-rap apa-apa selalu ASAP. Kalau urusan keuangan gue cuma mau yang lengkap. Nih, Livin by Mandiri Super App yang bisa penuhin segala kebutuhan lifestyle gue yang gemerlap.
Segala transaksi rasanya jadi easy peasy. Yo, living app. Sekedar.
Untuk segala kebutuhan finansial hingga lifestylemu, ini aplikasi yang simple dan mudah digunakan. Super App, super lengkap.
Living by Mandiri.